111 of the Jimmy Canz Show. It is prediction time. I am joined by Rodney. How are you, my brother?
Good, man. It's a good day. How you doing?
I am hanging in. So this Saturday afternoon, actually, we will have Clash at the Castle coming to us from Cardiff, Wales, in the United Kingdom at Principality Stadium. This is the first stadium show in the UK since SummerSlam '92. 30
Is
years.
that gargoyle scheduled to be there? That gargoyle statue there, that gargoyle dragon.
I have no idea, but there's a dragon on the flag of Wales, so I made it put a dragon in my graphic.
Amazing. I love it.
Like I said, first big stadium show for the UK in 30 years. This crowd is going to be on fire. Only 6 matches announced so far. We'll see if, at the time of reporting, we'll see if they add anything this Friday on SmackDown or during the pre-show or whatever. But we've only got 6 matches to discuss right now.
Okay.
Let's get into it. We'll kick it off here with the 6 women's tag match. The Raw Women's Champion, the EST, Bianca Belair, joined by the Goddess Alexa Bliss, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, looking to take control back from the trio of Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai. Rodney, why don't you kick us off, brother? Which way are you going in this one?
I feel like it's successful kind of return of Bayley. Kind of kick off that, build a little momentum with that her and Bianca's feud, which I think ultimately Bianca will win, but Bayley gets a win early in there, sort of shot across the bow.
I will agree with you on that one. Getting a little chuggy lag right now, so bear with us here around technical difficulties.
2022 has been
Yeah.
When in doubt, blame it on there it is.
There it is. Okay. Like I said, we're gonna keep talking. If the graphics are slow, trust me, they'll show up. So we're in lockstep on this one.
Yes.
Next up, we will discuss the matchup between the big Austrian, for the Workhouse title, the IC Championship on the line. Gunther taking on the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. Gunther will have Ludwig Kaiser in his corner. Sheamus will have his brawling brothers in Butch and Ridge Holland. Will this live up to one of the greatest matches ever held in the UK for the IC belt in Britain Davey Boy? I think it could. I mean, these are 2 guys,
I'm pretty hyped.
2 guys that really go, 2 big guys, hit hard. Both kind of pasty complexions. So with the way these guys hit or whatever, I think, both these guys' chests are going to look like hamburger meat by the end of this one.
Yes. I'm excited for this one, though.
Yeah. This one was really hard for me to pick. I went back and forth. I mean, you're in the UK. You have the longest reigning UK champion ever in the form of the current IC champ in the Austrian Gunther. You have the Celtic Warrior and his brutes are all British Isle boys. Does Sheamus actually complete the Grand Slam? First UK stadium show in 30 years. I'm thinking they gotta do something big for this home crowd, I'm gonna go Sheamus. Whether or not he hangs on to it long term, I don't know. But like I said, we got to do something that's crowd pleasing here for this UK audience. I mean, Gunther is, well loved over there, obviously, with that long UK title run, but he's still Austrian, so I'm gonna say Sheamus.
All right, it's hard for me to pick against Gunther. I think I love everything about the psychology of this matchup, though. Right, you got 2 truly will not back down, tough guys, knock down, drag out, with some assistance too.
Yeah.
So
I hear you. Next up, SmackDown Women's Championship. Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler challenging SmackDown Women's Champion Liv Morgan. I'll be honest before we get into it. I think they got to do something here to make Liv look like she isn't just lucky. I think she's been winning, but they haven't been booking her strong as champion. So they got to figure out something here to whichever way the outcome goes in this, they got to do something to make Liv look stronger here. Because, like I said, she's looked like kind of a joke since she's won the title. and I like Liv. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think
she hasn't been booked strong.
The booking's been really bad. Like I said, they had her, go over Ronda because of taking advantage of an injury. Okay, whatever. They have her tap at SummerSlam, so it doesn't really look like she deserved to win that one. She's being getting her asses handed to her in all her interactions and everything like that. She looks lucky. She doesn't look good. You know what I mean?
I got you. Oh, I got you.
So where are you going?
With all that said, I'm going to Liv for that reason. She needs some legitimacy. She deserves some legitimacy.
Yes, I'm gonna say Liv too. I just don't see them going in a different direction yet with the championship. Especially, I don't see them going to Shayna at this point. I mean, I guess it could be somewhat interesting if Shayna did get it, because like Ronda, even though they want her to be heel, like letting Ronda be a little more organic and be Ronda, the fans are cheering her. They like, they like her being the baddest woman on the planet kind of, things, so the anti-hero type things. So, maybe you move the belt over and then you can get a Ronda Shayna feud, which would be pretty cool.
Wouldn't be bad.
Wouldn't be bad. But we'll have to see. I mean, we're in lockstep on this one. Like I said, I Liv just don't have her retain here because of a DQ or something. You know what I mean? Just let her win something clean. As champion.
Even if it's a roll up.
Yeah, I don't care what it is. Just let her win clean. Yeah, let her win clean. No DQ. Retention by DQ or
Shayna
loss
knocks
by
herself out. Shayna knocks herself out with a chair.
Yeah, nothing. No Ronda runs in and causes a DQ or this that. Let her get a clean win here.
I'm with.
Let her get a clean win here, or give us Shayna and Ronda.
Yeah, but no,
one way or the other.
Let Liv get a clean win. I'm all for it.
Yeah. Next up, our graphics will cooperate with us here. We have the tag match that just was made last night. Rey Mysterio and Edge joining forces, accompanied by Dominic, to take on Judgment Day, who obviously will be represented by Finn Balor and Damian Priest, and they will have Rhea in their corner. I'll be honest, I think this is the evening where Dominic turns, costs Rey and Edge, helps set up, I think it'll help set up some pretty good matches with some good story behind them for Extreme Rules, because things will be very personal. I think Dominic's going to, be kind of angry at his dad, referring to Edge's family when Dominic is his actual son. So, for that reason, like I said, Dom turns, and I'm picking Judgment Day.
Yes. I'm also picking that for the exact same reason. I always call the Dominic turn. I've been calling it for probably 4 years.
It hasn't been that long, man.
I was calling it before he was born. One day Ray's gonna have a kid and he's gonna turn on him. But I'm gonna go on Judgment Day, as I like to refer to him, Judgment Day night. Yeah.
So we got like I said, you got Extreme Rules coming up. Like I said, this could set up some interesting stipulations. We'll finally get that Dominic on a full match.
Oh man,
I had to slip that in.
good call.
Next up, grudge match extraordinaire for the ages, finally happening. It was supposed to happen at SummerSlam. They pushed it out to this one. We get the original Bro, who got his first name back last night, but I'd already made the graphic, and is now again Matt Riddle taking on the drip god, Seth frickin' Rollins. Which way are you going here, Rod?
I'm gonna give you my pick, and I don't want to go on a rant. I got a rant. I have a rant.
Okay.
What grinds my gear. Here I go.
Okay.
So I'm picking Riddle.
Okay.
Seth Rollins, in my opinion, needs to overhaul.
Okay.
I feel like I don't see a reason for in his current form for him to go any higher than where he is right now. Like he's almost becoming. If he didn't have a history of the Shield and his title reigns, he's almost a mid Carter with how they've booked him. So I'm ready for Seth Rollins to have an overhaul where he is a championship, a world, universal championship level presented Seth Rollins. I'm off my soapbox now.
All right. With me, my head says Seth, my gut says Riddle. Obviously, there will be at least one more Seth Cody matchup once Cody is back. You need Seth strong, for when that does happen. But I think they've got time for that before Cody is back, given the extent of that injury.
That pick.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say Riddle. Here, I'm gonna agree with you because like Seth can get his heat back. I think you have Riddle go over here, and then you have a rematch at Extreme Rules where they just have some kind of big brutal performance where Seth can get his heat back and probably get the win back, and that can help build Seth up going into that final one with Cody. When Cody returns. So I'm in lockstep with you here, and I think there's actual long-term booking and storytelling going on now that somebody else is doing it. So I've got faith.
Okay.
And last, but certainly not least, you've got the undisputed, WWE Universal Championship matchup with the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, challenging the Tribal Chief and head of the table himself, Roman Reigns, who will have Paul Heyman out there. Will the Bloodline also be out there with him? I don't know. Time will tell. I'll wait and see. Regardless of who's out there, what's going on, Roman wins. Yeah, Roman wins. I'm not gonna that Roman wins.
He's gonna storm the castle.
Yeah. What say you?
Yeah, Roman's gonna storm the castle. I got Roman.
Roman's gonna storm the yeah. Yeah, I mean, Roman wins. We're under Extreme Rules, and Roman probably won't even be on that show because he's only working big shows now. So,
but as it should be, he's the world. He's the top champion. He's the top G.
Yeah,
he's not allowed. That's how it used to be. You didn't see Hogan every Saturday night. You saw him on Saturday night's main event.
So, in terms of differences for this one, we've only got one match different, and that's the IC Championship matchup. You got Gunther, I got Sheamus. Like I said, I could see it going the other way, but I'm thinking, like I said, you got to do at least one thing for the, UK crowd. So
yeah,
that's where my head is on that one. So like I said, with only one difference there, we're gonna, we could see a new champ. There's definitely going to be, either a retention or a change. There's no chance of a tie here. And then
Canz, you might be on your CM Punk right now.
We will see. Like I said, we got Extreme Rules, will be the next one after this. Actually the night after this, you got Worlds Collide. Not going to really, get into the whole thing right now. There's only 2 matches that we know of for that one anyway. The unification matches, to unify the UK title and the regular NXT title, and to unify the UK women's title and the NXT women's title. Do you think either of the UK roster competitors have any chance in those unification matches, or you think the main NXT people do it?
I think this might be a time for some of those title changes in the C matches. This, you know, if they're going to be in the same venue,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's a good way to build some memories over there without having to affect your main show too much.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I think Breaker's probably gonna unify, things and retain the NXT title and bring the UK title in the fold there. The women's one being a triple threat, there's a little thing. I think there will be a change. I don't think either champion comes out on top there. I think it's the third person in there that's not holding any title currently that ends up unifying them and walks out. And that's our wild card, and that's Blair Davenport. I think she turns around and unifies those titles.
Okay.
That's where my head is on those. I think you got to do some things though to make some of these UK stars look strong and look good. However, the rest of this card shakes out, because early next year you're going to be launching NXT Europe, and obviously a lot of these competitors are going to go back over there to help get that that new brand started. So we have to see which way they go. I'll be honest with you. I think right now WWE is in a great spot to create their own international territory structure with the NXT brand. I mean, hear me out. So like I said, you're shutting down NXT UK and you're starting NXT Europe. You get NXT 2.0. Let's rebrand 2.0. Nobody really likes the 2.0 moniker. Call it NXT North America. Yeah. All right. And let the North American Championship there be the featured title on that brand. Create an NXT European title. Let that be and let your actual NXT champion kind of travel. And then looking to expand. Start it and see if you can potentially start NXT Asia, which would encompass India, China, Japan, and you could have an NXT Asia championship. Maybe they got the ties to Saudi Arabia. They also do tours around the Middle East. Maybe start an NXT Middle East. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, yeah, and then you have your main NXT champion kind of, okay, I'm going to spend a month over here, or 2 months over here. I'm going to go spend 2 months over here. I'm going to go, and let them move around a little bit, kind of like back in the day, the old, NWA territory system, where the main NWA world champion spent little time in, little time down in the Southeast, a little time in Missouri, a little time up in the Northwest. They kind of moved around. Do something similar, but it's all under your own umbrella. And I think they're in a great spot to do that.
And it would definitely be sort of. It's been so old that it would be new again. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I said, there are picks. Play along with us. Give us your picks down below. See if you have more than one match different than Rodney.
I'm sure they will.
Give a channel a like, a share, subscribe wherever you all are. We hope you're doing well. Take care of one another. We'll see you when we see you.